Well, frankly speaking, I don't think that I'm a youth icon. I'm a full-time social activist who is working honestly, relentlessly for the past few years. And the way I become the face of the Una Dalit movement, you guys, you journalists and media person have started saying that youth icon and all. I don't think that I'm a youth icon. To me, Kanhaiya Kumar is a youth icon. He's a greater, far greater reach and impact. Shaila Rashid is youth icon, and many other people could be youth icon, but I don't think that I'm a youth icon. I think youth icon sounds like something very flamboyant, very
No. In simple terms.
very romantic term. It sounds to me, and this is not to sound modest, but I genuinely don't think that I'm a youth icon or anything. I'm working as a full-time activist for the past 7-8 years, and I'm quite engaged in Dalit movements, particularly on the land rights of the landless Dalits. So when Una happened, I saw that there are the reaction that is coming from the various corners of Gujarat is quite scattered. There was not one force which will galvanize, mobilize all these scattered responses. So that role I played, and when while I was doing it, I had a feeling that I can give that proper shape to the movement. I can not only mobilize the people, I can along with that set the agenda. So that's why I came up with that slogan कि गाय की पूछ आप रखो हमें हमारी जमीन दो. You keep cows till give us our land. So the idea was to not just to reject and discard the communal politics of the Sangh Parivar and BJP, but also setting my agenda. So I knew that I can set the agenda. And then we started the Una Yatra, the foot march from Ahmedabad to Una, and it created vibes all over the country. And so this desire of shaping the Dalit movement and particularly bringing in the class perspective. Otherwise, Dalit movement is chalk up into the rhetoric of Manuwad Murdabad, Brahmanwad Murdabad. The same typical content we keep coming out every time there is a atrocity or something. So somewhere we are like busy raising just the issue of atrocities and untouchability, not seeing the larger picture. So my attempt is to make the Dalit movement very inclusive, very progressive, very radical in content and approach, and the focus should not just be on the atrocity, but as to exactly what can lead to annihilation of caste. And I don't want to claim that I have that blueprint or formula, but definitely I have that consciousness that we have failed so far to come out with that blueprint and formula, and we definitely need to annihilate the caste. Raising Dalit issue is one thing, and having the larger picture in mind is another. So I knew that I can, and my team can do it. That's why I started leading the movement. See, there is a lot of scope for mass movement because post-globalization, the way neoliberal programs have created, the kind of gap is created now between rich and poor. The poor people in this country are terribly struggling for survival. So there is enormous scope for the mass movement, provided we are ready to, shape our understanding on the basis of what they want, rather than imposing our ism or our ideas on them. And when we start raising the economic issues like roti, kapda and makan, even the issue of BPL card, or the road, rasta, gutter, bijli, pani, if we start raising this kind of issues, then slowly we can build up the organization and shape the movement. And if you see the way college campuses are targeted, we see a lot of resistance. So youth has tremendous potential. Youth has shown, right from Shaila Rashid to Kanhaiya Kumar, Rohit Vemula, the students from the HU, Jadavpur University, FTI Pune. So there is a lot of churning that is going on in the college campuses. There is also deep-rooted agrarian crisis in our country. So there is also a lot of scope for the mobilization of farmers as well. Corporate loot is also going on. Dalits and Muslims are subjected to all kind of violence every alternative day, particularly in the name of Kaya. So there is a lot of scope for mass movement. And if we keep making sincere attempts, there is a chance that not only it remain a mass movement, we can come out with our alternative politics as well. Actually, my team members, my colleagues, and particularly Pratik Sinha, who is running the Truth of Gujarat website, and also that alternative media, he did a great job. He is like tremendous. He's a master of social media. So he played a huge role. Otherwise, I'm very dumb as far as the technology is concerned. My friends call me ignorant. So, but now I have I have a reasonable fan following on my Facebook and all. So yeah, it has helped me a lot. These days, everybody is having mobile, and as far as Dalits are concerned, they have a notion, and right notion, that mainstream media is a Manuvadi media. It caters only to certain section of the society and doesn't raise their plight. So with that feeling, they use social media, particularly WhatsApp, as a counter attack. They want to वो दिखा देना चाहते हैं मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया को कि आपके पास बड़ी बड़ी चैनल है, तो हम लोग भी व्हाट्सएप और सोशल मीडिया पे हमारी बात जमकर रखेंगे. सो दैट स्पिरिट is also there amongst Dalit. So when this video of Una flogging started circulating in Facebook and WhatsApp, it has played a huge role in triggering the Dalit outcry, and then people started coming on the streets. And then during the Yatra from Ahmedabad to Una also, social media played a huge role on Facebook and WhatsApp. So Dalits use social media, and particularly WhatsApp, very skillfully. Undoubtedly, that's why we say this nara कि Gujarat model Murdabad, Dalit Muslim Ekta Zindabad. This was the slogan we came up with in during our yatra from Ahmedabad to Una. But yeah, you're very right when you say that there is a lot of potential amongst youths. It goes without saying. Youth has a lot of energy. They want to do something. They want to create things. They have that new ideas, fresh content, new attitude, new approach. Not dogmatic, not doing typical things. So youth of any part of this country or any part of the world has always that potential. And as far as Dalits and Muslims youth are concerned, there is a lot of new things happening. Like that of late I see that they are sort of tired with Congress and BJP as well. There is a lot of churning among the Dalits and Muslims youth to search for their alternative politics as well. And the way this slogan of Jai Bhim Lal Salam has clicked. So all the progressive radical left-oriented youth is also coming together with Ambedkarites. In other campuses, I'm going to Karnataka and Kerala, also to JNU and other places. I see that there is a unity of Dalit Muslim youth as well. So there is a lot of scope. Dalits Muslim must unite. Dalits are also untouchables. Muslims are also untouchables. Both are treated as second class citizen. Both are struggling for survival. Both are working class. Both are excluded. Both live in sort of their own ghettos. So there is no point they don't come together. They must come together. But at the same time, as a youth, you have to also be conscious of the fact that you can't remain all the time conscious that you belong to a particular caste and religion. Definitely, caste and communalism are two issues which has distorted our nation. And we definitely need to fight against casteist politics and communal agenda of Sangh Parivar and Hindutva in particular. But at the same time, we also need to go beyond caste and religion as well and think as a citizen, think as a youth, which would mean we have to create ultimate unity should be created on our existential issues, on our class issues, on our economic struggle. I don't think so. Many people came together. In Ahmedabad, we demonstrated on the streets when on the 1 year of Rohit's murder or institutional murder. We also raised the issue of Nazib. The people who are spearheading the movement for the justice for Nazib are also talking about Rohit Vemula with the equal concern. So I disagree on this. However, the way actually post 2002, the way Muslims are targeted. And they are too much scared, particularly in Gujarat. I have witnessed that. So they are not coming out the way Dalits are coming out. So that thing is a bit of drawback. But otherwise, many progressive student groups, youngsters came out to support the cause of Rohit Vemula and Nazib both. The only thing I would love to say to the youth is that time has come to come out on the streets. There is no other option. Otherwise, we as a nation are gone. The kind of feudal medieval forces have taken over the state, and particularly after Modi coming to power, the way ABVP, Sangh and BJP have become brazen and berserk, they are going to undoubtedly distort our constitution. They want to create Hindu Rashtra instead of a secular democracy. They want to pave the way for global capital to penetrate and, cause environmental, ecological, all kind of devastation. So in this scenario, if youngsters don't, come out on the streets, then we'll be in serious trouble. So youth must come out, and they must go beyond caste and religion. They must start raising the issue of unemployment and farmer suicide. They must talk about the progressive cultural values rather than, and they should be discarding the medieval, content the BJP is coming out. We should talk about the Wright brothers, not the Pushpak Viman. So that is my message to the youth of this country.